Hi, I'm Dana Cole, the Suffolk Sewist. I'm going to do a video today showing you how I use the website projector.com to project my patterns onto my fabric so that I can cut something out. It's much quicker and easier than using paper patterns, so if you've heard about projectors or if you're thinking of getting one, hopefully this will make sense for you and be useful so that you can use it yourself one day in the future. I'll see you again in a second when we're back looking at the laptop. Hi, so I'm back over here at my laptop. So if you watched my first video, this is the Classic Tee. It's by Love Notions. It's a free pattern if you want to give it a go. I like Love Notions for lots of reasons, not least because they provide full bust adjustment pieces in their patterns as well. But this is the Pattern Projector website. It's just patternprojector.com. I've already brought my pattern up. I've already chosen the size that I want to project, so you can choose multiple sizes or just your single size. Is up to you. So go back to my first video if you want another little recap on that. And I've just brought the wrong size up. Let me go back to the Excel. There we go. So there are some other things on the website that I use quite a lot that are quite handy. So the first thing is line weight. If you're struggling to see the lines, you can go into this and you can choose to make them thicker. And it means it's much easier to see when it's projected onto your fabric, so you can see more clearly where you're supposed to be cutting. I'll go back to the original line weight for the moment. You can choose to invert the colours if you want to. So if you're sewing, say, a white fabric, it would be easier to see with a black background. If you wanted to, I'm going to go back to the original. There are overlay options, so you can bring up a grid or a border and all sorts of things. I don't tend to use that. The ones I do tend to use are these ones. So you can flip pattern pieces. So this one will flip your pattern piece horizontally, like that. And this one will flip it vertically, like that. But this one will also rotate it. So let's say I wanted to make this front piece, and it says cut on fold. I'm going to turn it round so it's facing the right way. And then let's say I wanted to cut it on the fold, but I didn't want to actually fold my fabric. What I can do is I can cut half of my pattern piece out like this, and then I can flip it horizontally, and then I can cut the other side out like that. And when it's flipped horizontally, you have these dots on the page to show you that this is a horizontal flip, not the original pattern piece that it's showing you. Yeah. This centers and resets the pattern, so it brings it back into the center of the projector file. This is a magnify, so say I wanted to read that text there and I can't quite read it. What you can do, just coming down a little bit, is you can click on the magnifying glass, and then when you click on that area, it zooms in on that area so you can see it, and then you just click it again to get rid of it. This one zooms out, so you can see the whole file. It's going to come out of that, and then there's a line tool so you can measure things in there as well. So I tend to use this one, and the line weight are the ones that I tend to go for, and obviously the layers, which are very helpful as well. There's also this thing up here which is a stitch menu. So if you were putting in a file that wasn't a projector file, say it was an A0 file or even an A4 file, it will automatically stitch it together for you. So it will take all the individual pages and it will turn them into one file like this. So it's a really good piece of software. So this is patternprojector.com. There we go. See you soon.